probably easier. I'm gonna get you out here on this question. I want to know because I always ask this question. I asked when they family member this question as well. Um, what do you say? What's the message you give to someone, to a young man that's watching this right now that may be a little at a point in his life where he's not sure, he's not knowing what he's going through. He wanna basically accept who he is and learn about African culture and Yoruba and everything else, but he's just maybe didn't grow up around that, whatever have you, but he's just at a standstill in his life right now. And he's a young teenage man and he's watching you. What would be the message that you give to him right now? And he's also looking to come and here in your village as well. And again, he's just at a standpoint in his life where he's just confused. I don't know if confused is the right word, but it's just at a point in his life where he's just not sure of a lot of different things but want to learn about his culture. What would you say to him right now?
Well, first thing we would say to young men, people interested in finding out about their tradition and their ancestry, we would say, well, first you have to investigate. You have to be given a bibliography, a set of things to start to draw knowledge from. One of those things is history. We have to learn history because the acquisition of Yoruba culture and Yoruba spirituality without a knowledge of your history, you will maybe fail to apply it in areas that are substantial to your people's development. You see, so you're going to have to go just a little deeper into developing the passion and the need to acquire this culture and religion and a way to apply it. You see, and so that's why we implore people to come to Oyotunji. Just come. I mean, we can sit on the phone pontificating all day. There are tons of things online about Yoruba culture. There are tons of podcasts and people talking about the spirituality, how it breaks down, all of those sparkly things. However, not being able to apply it becomes an issue later on. And so that is why we say come to Oyotunji and see. It's not nothing that we can articulate for you. It's something that you have to feel, something that you have to experience. It's an adventure that you have to take. People come here the first time and they're like, okay, this is a little weird. I don't know where I'm at, and this looks a little weird and janky, but okay. And then you give them about a week, and you can't run them off, because they have felt the spirit more so than felt. Well, I would say at Oyotunji, the spirit of the ancestors is heightened. So when you come and you experience Oyotunji, you say, oh wow, I can't get away from it, or I just like it, or what is it about this place? That's what I always hear. And I say, I don't know. I've only been living here for 48 years. I don't know what it is about this place. However, the idea is that you want to be directed. Because these days people are getting online. As I said, it's okay to acquire as much as you can, because eventually you're going to be able to use bits and pieces from everything you acquire, everything you read. And so the idea is to do that, acquire as much as you can, but filter it through a particular guide, Orisha guide, or spiritual guide. So there in New York, there are temples in New York that have decent, reputable spiritual guides who can assist you on the way. If you're in Atlanta, it's the same thing, or if you're in Miami, it's the same thing. Much. Every major city today has spiritual Yoruba temples where you can go. However, the difference in coming to Oyotunji is we want people to come and assist us in building and growing, acquiring more land, building more dwellings for people who are going to need them. Since COVID, we've seen an uptick in people who need something different to live with or something different to live by. And so we want to be able to continue to supply that. And so men who want to either know carpentry or want to learn carpentry, or want to, if they know farming and want to learn farming, either way, or if they know graphics and want to learn graphics, You come to Oyotunji and apply your talents. You see, and see that's the definition of community. And so we have to understand acquiring Yoruba culture means acquiring community. A lot of people say, well, I want to get into the Yoruban culture because I want to learn about God. You know, I want to learn my connection to Orisha. You know, I want to be powerful. Okay. All right. Or I hear people say, you know, hey man, I just got into Yoruba culture about 3 weeks ago, man. Do y'all do initiations in the village? Okay. You know, and so there's a misconception on how this is acquired because lots of people never took time and was diligent in the process of acquiring the tradition and the culture and the process of applying it. And where can you apply it? Because as I say, once you acquire Yoruba tradition and culture, it is an industrious culture. It is a culture you got to get out and do. You got to get out and make things happen. You got to solve problems. You know, that's what it's about. And so if you have no place to apply that, then what do? Like, for instance, when I go to the city, I feel caged in. You know, I feel like all of those people there live. I'm like, wow, they all feel like this? I'm glad I only have to visit. You know, because if I go outside, I can't paint anything. You know, I'm just staying in one house, and whoever I'm staying with, whoever hotel I'm at, that's it. You know, I can't go out and fix no potholes. I can't go out and build my community, which is the fervor that your tradition should give you. I mean, if you don't think that your tradition should give you the fervor to build something and make something great and take something from the unknown to the known, then you will never look exactly like Tel Aviv before they started bombing it over there. They took a desert and built something out of it. You know, look at Egypt, Kemet, ancient Kemet, Luxor, all those great pyramids and temples, the temples of Abu Simbel, all those great temples are still standing because they showed the power of their gods and goddesses, and they were able to apply it. You know, so spiritual people, priests, are supposed to build temples and spaces for development of their traditional culture, their fraternal societies, or even their spiritual societies. And so people want to come and assist in that sort of bracket. Oyotunji is an open game for such a thing. We are highly spiritualized. We always know the ancestors are working with us and watching us. We give offerings. We have tons of festivals to display our thanks to the spirits and the ancestors. And so that is why we do their work all year. We give thanks to our festivals. So people who want to participate in the same lifestyle are welcome to come to Oyotunji. Young men who want to develop and older men who have skills and are looking to apply it, you know, to their people. You see, so I would tell people to remember always our pledge. I solemnly swear, or in the name of my king, I also solemnly swear to do everything in my power and use every means conceivable for the welfare of my people and the preservation of the traditions of our ancestors and customs of our ancestors. Okay, that's our creed. And so people who are looking for something like that, Oyotunji's wide open. Quit your job and move to Oyotunji tomorrow. However, we always tell people, come to Oyotunji once or twice. You know, we got tons of people that come one time and like, oh, I'm ready to do this. And the mosquitoes get to them, or the workload get to them, or the king keep them feet moving too much in the daytime and it's hot and they never have to leave their homes in the daytime. You know, so Oyotunji is the place to learn community. Because if you come here, you probably be used to staying in your home all day, but give it about a year or two. You'll be loving sitting outside and being with the elements and helping people and working and, you know, being communal. So that's what we would say, is to come to Oyotunji and pay us a visit. Because we have the space.
That's right.
If you have the space and the place, you can operate. You know, what is freedom is power. And power is the ability to choose. The ability to choose. I could choose to stay in the bed, or I could choose to get up and get busy. Why would you want to stay in the bed, though? But if you can make the choice, though. You know, you could choose to have one wife or two wives. That's a choice. You could choose to have a compound, one compound and one. You could choose to have one farm or two farms. You know, overnight. And if I woke up tomorrow and said, I just want to build another farm over there. I want to build a tree house. You can do it. You don't have to, worry about, all of the red tape and all of these things. You got a community to help you. You do it. No different than the Mormons. No different than those people, the Quakers. No different than the Amish. You see what they do? The Amish could build a whole town with a horse